Joining us now to discuss this growing conflict is Professor Dan Arbell, scholar and resident at American University's Center for Israeli Studies. Professor Arbell, we appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you.
To start things off, if you can contextualize what things are like right now in Israel and what these next hours and days could look like.
Situation is very dire on the ground. Over 250 Israelis so far are reported being killed, murdered. Still dozens are held hostage inside Israel, and a few dozen others have been taken as prisoners or POWs into the Gaza Strip. Rockets are being launched from the Gaza Strip into Israel almost on a momentarily basis, covering the southern part of Israel and central Israel. People are running to the bomb shelters and seeking cover and looking for places to stay safe. So that's kind of the situation inside Israel. While Israel was caught by surprise this morning, U.S. time, but responded later with mobilizing reserve units and air attacks. And I think that we're on the verge of Israel launching a ground attack in the coming hours. This is where we're at right now.
We know that there had been talks, at least diplomatic talks, that were looking to take place between Israel and Saudi Arabia. Do you think that in any way, shape, or form played a role in this offensive that we're seeing from Hamas?
It's a great question. I think that definitely Arab-Israeli normalization in general and the potential of a Saudi-Israeli normalization deal was clearly one of the motives behind Hamas's campaign, attack this morning. They're very unhappy with the fact that Israel's kind of integrating into the region and becoming cozier in its relations with other Arab states. And this is something that they wanted to send a message that to Hamas and to other Palestinian extremists, this is unacceptable. So definitely it played a role.
Politically speaking for the U.S., what do you anticipate will come from Congress and the White House as this continues?
So look, President Biden spoke to Prime Minister Netanyahu just hours ago, reassured him of U.S. support, full backing. And I think that in the first few days, it's important because it means that the U.S. will not tie Israel's hands when Israel launches its counterattack and so on. This will last for a few weeks, and I think Israel will enjoy both the administration's support and congressional support. I'm not sure, though, how long it will last. It will depend on circumstances on the ground and how the coming weeks will play out. But definitely in the next 2-3 weeks, the U.S. is fully backing Israel, both the administration and Congress.
Do you think if this does evolve into something of a more full-scale war, do you think we could see any involvement from U.S. forces? And if so, what would that look like?
I don't think U.S. forces at any points will be involved. I don't think we'll see U.S. boots on the ground. And I think Israel is doing its utmost now to contain the situation, only limited to its southern front, not to allow it to kind of spill over into the northern front with Hezbollah in Lebanon, or in the West Bank with the Palestinians there. So right now it's kind of contained. I can't tell you how these other actors will behave in the coming days, but if it stays focused on and again, U.S. will support Israel diplomatically, perhaps help with military assistance, but U.S. soldiers will not be involved in the actual fighting.
Professor Arbell with American University's Center for Israeli Studies, thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
And of course, this is a developing story. We're working to bring you the latest details from the ground in Israel. Stay with us on air and online for updates. And of course, you can get breaking news notifications sent right to your fingertips through the NBC Washington app.